Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's sketch is this one right here. Now it does have these radiating out things in a big circle. Not gonna really do that. Definitely gonna get some inspiration from the sketch. And then the prompt today is rainbow. So I am using the new rainbow stencil from Scrapping Reflections. I also brought in the red acrylic coffee cup. And then I have this photo of me enjoying my favorite coffee drink from the Starbucks in Walt Disney World. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I definitely don't follow this sketch. Let's just be quite crystal clear about that. But I definitely use the rainbow stencil, which I tried to do on yesterday's layout, but did not turn out so well. So I am just taking a black pen and basically using the stencil as a tracing stencil, and I have my rainbow going off the side here. So my vision in my head is to have like a messy watercolor rainbow. Now, my lines, I mess up my lines. Like you can see the pen lines. That's fine. Like it doesn't matter. I am using the Amy Tangerine watercolor set. This is the original set. This is the lazy way to fill your water pen. Take your little distress sprayer and spray right into it. That nozzle fits right into the water pens. So I'm just going to go ahead and messily, and I do mean messily, color in my rainbow here. So it doesn't matter to me that it's not completely filled in. It doesn't matter to me that it's outside the lines. This is the look I am going for. I'm going for the messy filled rainbow look. So I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way down. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Now, I do know that rainbows are typically have 7 colors, with indigo and violet being the last ones. This rainbow that I have on the stencil only has 6 lines. I'm okay with that, guys. Like, if you're going to get bent out of shape because my rainbow doesn't truly have 7 colors, like, I don't know what to tell you other than this is my layout and it makes me happy. And if you need to have 7 colors on your layout when you make your rainbows, do it. So I did not realize that the one blue I had originally used here was teal, so I went ahead and put the darker blue on top of it. Now, I was like, okay, now it's time to make my layout, right? I've got my rainbow and we're just going to do it. I wasn't happy. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, Sandy, you have messed this up. You should not have done this whatsoever. Your vision that you had in your head is a terrible one. Like, I am literally beating myself up on this. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to put some doilies under this. And that is going to basically give me that whole rainbow on a cloud type thing. So I've got that down there. I know that I'm going to be using my red coffee cup somehow. I'm thinking maybe I should put embellishments on the rainbow colors. And then I'm like, you need more rainbows. You just need more rainbows. So I grab my stencil one more time. The good thing about the stencil is that it has a bunch of different sizes on it. So I am going to figure out where I want the rainbow to be, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use my black pen to trace the rainbow, and then I am going to go ahead and color those in using that watercolor paint set. Now, I do have to say that the watercolors in this paint set are pretty good. I am by no means a watercolor artist, but if you just need some color laid down on a page, perfect, right? I will admit I was looking for my really cheap watercolor pan set that I got at Michael's for like $1, and couldn't find it and was upset because I remembered I had gotten rid of it. But then I was like, why are you upset you got rid of your cheap crap when you have nicer stuff? So here we are. Here we are. So I do add one more rainbow over here to the left-hand side, and I figure that will be fine. Now you can see that these lines are not perfect either. I figured if I had imperfect lines on the first rainbow, I needed to go ahead and make sure I had some imperfect lines on the other ones, because otherwise it would look like I had inadvertently screwed up one rainbow. But if they're all messy, then it looks like it was supposed to be that way. So I am going to go ahead and color these in as well. And this time, since I know I have 2 rainbows, I'm just going to do each color together. So I'm going to lay down the color in order one more time. I'm just going to go ahead and fill those in again with the same exact colors. Now I will say, once we get to the blue color of the rainbow, I do add a little bit more blue to that original rainbow because it still has kind of that teal blue feeling underneath of it, and I really wanted it to be more of the blue color instead of something else. Now, as you can see, I am still going along with the whole messy look. It kind of looks like a 3-year-old colored in the rainbow, but I'm cool with that. I really do have to say I love the look of this layout once it's finished. So just if you're looking at this and being like, wow, this looks like kindergarten stuff, Sandy, just go with me, okay? Just go with me to the end. See if you can handle it. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in that purple, and we are going to be done with the layout. Oh, I added in some purple over there too. Guess I felt like it needed more. So I'm going to go ahead, put the watercolor off to the side, and then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with my photo. Now I figured, since I had the black outline of the rainbows, I probably should map my photograph in black as well. So I have this scrap sheet of black cardstock that I'm going to go ahead and use. And then I decide, you know what? I don't think that the doily is going to be enough for what I have going on as like this whole cloud feeling. So I go ahead and grab my white roll of tulle and I staple it down to my fun foam, and then quickly realize I was a doofus because I stapled the sticky side down without pulling the sticky side off. So I yank it off, flip it around, restaple it, and then pull off what I can of the sticky side. And chastising myself all along because I wasn't really paying attention. So I go ahead and get that off of there, and at this point I'm like, it's fine, it's enough. And then I tap that off with my photo. Now I thought about trimming down the tulle a little bit, but then I said, no, I'm just gonna leave it. I like it, so I'm gonna leave it. Of course, gonna add some of the Nouveau Deluxe adhesive on the fun foam so that I can adhere it down to the page, and I have it off to the side of the doily here. So now I decide that I'm going to put the red cup on the left-hand side of the photo, when originally I was going to put it on the right-hand side, but I figured that my title needed to be over top of that doily instead of some decoration. Now I write out the word rainbow because I was originally planning on spelling out the word rainbow in rainbow colors. But while I was searching through my letter stickers to do that, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to use these box of crayon letter stickers, which I also used yesterday. And if they are not exactly rainbow order, I don't care. Right? Like, I'm already missing a color in my rainbow, so if I don't have my letters in rainbow order, it's not a big deal, people. It's just not that big of a deal. So I go ahead and get that down there, and then I'm spelling out my title, which is Rainbow Day. And then now I figure out that I need to do a little bit more. Like, this layout just needs a tiny little bit more. And I decide to grab these small letter stickers, and my title is now It's a Rainbow Day. And it is, like, let me tell you something. So I do enjoy a iced coffee from Starbucks with sugar-free vanilla and heavy cream, or whole milk, depending upon, you know, what I'm feeling. And when you get your Starbucks at Disney, they write your name on the cup and they give you a little Mickey head, and it is just a whole kind of new level of magical. So you're sipping your coffee, you're in Disney, you got a Mickey head on your coffee. It's just a perfect day, right? Like, rainbows and unicorns and glitter everywhere is basically how I'm feeling about that. Now I did decide to bring in another doily up here at the top. It is a bit of a smaller doily, but I felt like it needed to be there. It is a white on white, so you're not getting a whole lot of color dimension or anything like that, but you are getting the texture there, and I just really felt like it needed to be there. Now I was trying to introduce a little bit more black onto my layout, so I grabbed some of these black stars and I'm going to sprinkle them about the page where I feel like it looks good. So I've got one down here by the title, going to put some over here by the coffee cup, and then of course up at the top. So basically I am encircling the photo with the stars. Now I originally was just going to put one, but I really felt like there needed to be more stars on this layout. You know, the whole unicorn, magical, rainbow, and glitter, and all that kind of good stuff. So felt like there needed to be more. And while I'm thinking about that, I'm going to add more glue to the thickers because, again, thickers don't stick. I feel like there's like a hashtag, or there's got to be a hashtag about thickers don't stick, or unsticky thickers or something, right? Like, why American Crafts? Why do your thickers still not stick? It's because we all keep buying them. That's why. They're like, why do they gotta... They're not going to fix the adhesive problem because we keep buying them, even though they don't work, right? Of course. So now I am going to add a couple more stars here. And then I really just love the rainbow and the black and white, you guys. Like, anytime you can scrapbook rainbows, it's a good day. So now I have this going on, and I'm thinking about enamel dots, or should I bring in some Nuvo, or what should I do here? And I don't do either. I don't bring in enamel dots, and I don't bring in Nuvo. I have some Color Study puffy stickers left from Vicky Bouton's collection, and I'm just going to use all of the stars off of there, and now I'll just have the hearts left. So that'll go on something else. But I decided just to mix and match the stars. And I really just love this layout. Now I am going to journal up in the upper right hand corner because there is a big space of white space up there that I can journal on. Now I could have journaled underneath of the photo as well, but I would have had to have lifted up the tool, journaled, and then put the tool back down, which really in and of itself is not a big deal. But I didn't want the tool covered the journaling. I wanted you to be able to just see it. So I waxed poetic about drinking a Starbucks in Walt Disney World, like I just did with you guys a few minutes ago. And then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Please make sure you click on all the links down below for everyone who is playing along with the series this month. Remember, it is a combination of Scraptember and 30 days of sketches, where there is a sketch and a prompt every single day. And that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you again real soon for another video.